All right, we are getting a breaking input at this point. Government sources have in fact revealed on tariff. As far as the government sources are concerned, they have revealed that India is ready to cut on some items like agricultural as well as auto and whiskey and a few more. Now, India has made it clear that the bilateral concessions is only between US and India. I'm now joined by CNN News 18's Pallavi Ghosh, who is joining me live on this broadcast. Pallavi, take us through the details. What are your sources telling you as far as this tariff is concerned? There is negotiation that is, of course, going on. But what are the key elements that is going to be looked into from the Indian side, from the Indian viewpoint?
So American delegation is already over here for the next 3 days, and yesterday they arrived. So those negotiations are going on, and we know that Donald Trump is very adamant that come 2nd April, the new tariff policy will come into effect. And this is, of course, being called reciprocal tariff. Now, India has made it very clear it's our national interest first. But at the same time, keeping in mind two factors, India's economic growth story and our own trade compulsions, plus the good equations which are there between the president and the Prime Minister. So those negotiations are still continuing. We are going to get more and more clarity on which are the items which are being ticked off the high tariff list. But for now, the first information which is available is on some agricultural products like walnuts, like apples and almonds. This is where the tariff rates will be cut. Remember, for example, the American almonds are very much freely available in the Indian market. So that is where we can see a slash as far as tariffs are concerned. Agriculture will remain always a tricky territory for us, politically speaking, and also that the bulk of India's economy is actually based on agriculture. So on certain items which are believed to be like maize, wheat, we are not going to be relenting as far as the tariffs are concerned. The other key factor is automobile industry. There also we are told a certain amount of relaxation can take place, but side by side what India is trying to do is, first of all, the American cars, many of the components are manufactured already here. This is a story which we put out yesterday. Indian made cars like Mahindra's, Tata's are actually being encouraged to improve and go in for improvisation so that it can compete with American cars. And the second, of course, is a surge as far as sale and production or the EVs or the electronic vehicles are concerned. And of course, yesterday what was really clinched was a massive taxation tariff cut as far as American blend or American made whiskies, bourbon, for example, being one of them.
Also, Pallavi, like we have seen the announcement that has come from Donald Trump at this point, saying that it is going to slap at least 25% on the import on automobile industry. And now you're also, in fact, telling us that as far as the cut is concerned, India is also, in fact, planning to cut on agriculture product as well as the automobile industry as well. So this is going to be significantly impacting the automobile industry in India, because 25% tariff from US, and then India also, in fact, planning to cut down the tariff. This is going to have a significant impact on the automobile industry.
Yes, it is. I mean, 6.9% is the contribution of the automobile industry as far as a GDP growth story is concerned. So it's understandable that, we would be very much concerned. But, the preparations, I would say the backroom preparations, which our government sources have been telling us, have already been made, and they have been made over a period of time. Of course, we are going to try and go in for some of the tariff cuts or relaxations as far as American automobiles are concerned. We know, for example, Tesla is coming into our country. They are manufacturing hubs which are going to be setting up. Delhi, Gurugram, Mumbai are some of the key centers where Tesla cars are going to be sold. But side by side, Shireen, Indian manufacturers like Mahindra, for example, Tata's, they have also been encouraged. And I think this is something which will make the market impact on them. The market compulsion will be such that they will be forced to compete with American brands, and therefore they're going to up their production scale. Not just that, also go in for improvisation. But as I just pointed out, the EV or the electronic vehicles, huge SOPs, for example, have been given in the union budget. The finance minister also announced a huge slash in the GST rate for EVs. So it's hoping that EVs can compete so that it can buffer or cotton wool the impact of this huge tariff which America is going to be imposing on the automobile sector.